Yo, yo, yo. What's it do? What it do? What it do? Yes, sir. What's up, Lita? What's up, Quantum Architect? I said Architect. What the fuck? Architect. This your boy Crypto Bruh, aka my world peace, the DJ / producer, coming back again with another video about the Zen world. We took a day off to get our mind right. Oh, you get that? We get our mind right. We're still mining on X1 chain, providing value every day. Actually, I'm making a little bit of XSOL daily every time I mine. If it's at the right time, I could mine some extra coins. And it's actually kind of crazy because, like, to be honest, dead ass, like I had like 27 XSOL and now I got 33. So shout out Steven Zenmon. He fixed it so that it doesn't time out anymore, so we can just mine in the background. So now things are getting kind of spicy. I got another strategy, another game theory that I could do with the prime miner. Maybe I'll run it, maybe I won't. But there is this thing up here, this battery, that kind of makes it fair, so you can't really run a game. It's a very serious element there, that red battery up here, right here. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do next, but this is fun. This is fun. And why is it fun? Because again, we're winning, right? I just won 411 points, and every time we mine a prime, we can exchange those points. The points that you win, you can exchange them for XSOL. It's just crazy. But yeah, I need to also, what's up, world? Hey, what's up, y'all? What up, Dank? Bro, why when CBZN dips and I try to buy gas prices too high and I can't buy? What wallet are you using? That's what I'd ask first, because it could be the wallet you're using, because Base runs on one like validator, one or two validators. So like theoretically, If you're trying to get into CBZen, you know, we could be pumping the gas over there, because we're active. Like our token is part of the chain, so there could be something like that. You know, but you gotta be careful, man. A lot of people right now trying to swerve and change the narrative. Like I'm reading this thing. Shout out to Eric Wall, my spiritual animal. I live through him. But like right now, I'm going back and forth with like the DXN people. Like they're going back and forth with me right now over some supply. They swear Yosef's website is broken. But my whole theory is wouldn't we been had caught this, or like wouldn't we had been said like, yo, maybe this isn't the, like we should change this. So then what I've thought on it, and I use GPT too, because I'm like, man, am I crazy? Like, am I going crazy right now? Like there's no way. I need a third person. And this is why GPT is tight. If you really know how to use GPT, it can be kind of cool because you can really bring scenarios to it, because you and someone else are bumping heads. Like maybe the era of bumping heads with someone is kind of over. Because yeah, it's like, why are we going back and forth and bickering about this stupid ass supply? Because yes, it is so this is the argument. On Yosef's website, it shows total supply, liquid supply, and total staked. Now the way the XEN contract works is that when you stake coins, they're burned, but they still reflect in the total supply. So if you go to like XEN.network, right, and we hit base. Oops, got to connect the wallet first. All right, let's do it. Oh, I'm not even in. That's how much I'm using ETH nowadays. Like I don't even be logged into my shit when I like go and stream and stuff. It could also be too that I'm using ETH from the handheld more than I used to use it, always on the desktop. So like if we go to info, we're gonna see here like the total supply, right? This total supply is liquid plus stake. So this is where the argument is right now, that the total supply is increasing every day. So how can base be in supply shock? Because this is a hard number, right? This is constantly going up. People are constantly minting. So yeah, everyone's adding to inflation in the liquid area. And this is just, well, I put a little bit of mine on it. So let me make sure we dictate that, or we talk about this, you know, openly, because this is my platform. So this is where I can explain myself rather than just doing it on X. I fucking hate that shit. So yes, I understand that there are some Xenians out there that believe that this is the king of the narrative, how much inflation is being created. And I think that's awesome. I think that's a really good narrative. But also I think XEN has a lot of different things going on. We're very quantum, and my reality makes a lot of sense too. And it just so happens to be that like XenPub naturally made what I wanted to see, which is the decrease in supply with the increase of supply. So that's like my argument on the 217 and why I go by liquid. So me personally, I go by liquid. So in my opinion, we are in a deflationary state on CBZen. And I've been analyzing why this is a thing, right? From how the congestion in gas stopped a lot of people from minting, stopped the G-Rang from moving, right? And then gas went up and people lost faith again. So why would the fuck would this thing is free to make, right? But then it's already been in, like, this is where I'm in now. I'm like, yo, we've already started to work backwards. And this is what we want to see in all the Xens. It just so happens to be that CBZen is expressing it the most, right? So right now, CBZen's total liquid supply is significantly under the stakes, and it's in the chart. But because some people think that this isn't correct, like we shouldn't use a delta, or like they're saying that it shouldn't subtract what is missing from the next day. I think that that is valid because, again, this is going to do it anyways. Actually, there's been 2 more. Okay, this is funny as fuck. When I had told this person about this, it was 88. So now there's 2 trillion taken off since we talked. Yeah, look, I posted this yesterday, 10 hours ago. It was 88 trillion was the supply. We're looking right now at this motherfucker, and it's 86, bro. I'm like, yo, why is everybody battling me? It feels kind of weird at this point. They hit me twice. I got 2 people in this motherfucker trying to make me feel stupid. I'm like, I'm not stupid. Bitch, I'm doing the math. And then that's why I had to ask GPT, like, what's the conflict of interest on this? And then it's like, oh, we're not conflicting. We're both agreeing and disagreeing. We're both right and wrong. His way is right because it is a hard 217, and my way is right because we're burning Zen daily. So you can choose the path that you want to go down. Do you want to go down the it inflates forever world? Like I keep saying, like, I don't know why that is a notion, because it is, you know, it's a hard notion. But at the same time, we know the G rank controls inflation, and we know that the AMP gives you more. So every day the AMP goes down, it removes the ability to produce more. So you just won't be able to do it. I don't know. Maybe they got a time machine and they know something I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But that's my take on that supply shit. Okay, is what we see on ETH scan, base scan, is the true supply of Zen. Who cares if someone can bring new Zen into existence? It's inflated. It's inflating. I'm expecting that. But what I am hoping for is exactly what I'm seeing right now. I go to sleep for 10 hours. I wake the fuck up. I come back and max supply is down. Like that to me looks like it's working. Because G rank is still going up. Max supply is going down. All of the factors are happening. Like, what more do we need? Now, some chains don't have this. And that's why, again, I've been talking about OPZen and I've been talking about CBZen because, again, I think they have something that others don't have, which is the relationship. They actually have a relationship with Ethereum. We've been talking about this, all right? That's why I'm really breaking it down now, and I can understand where someone is coming from, but yo, it's not the same vibes, bro. Like, on this side, this bitch going down, and I wish everything followed it. Like, I wish all the other Zens did it, but the problem, again, that these other Zens have, that OPZen and CBZen have magically created, is just a really successful supply distribution. You know, another one that's really good that I was watching, I got every single one up here right now because I've been like, nigga, why are they challenging my Riz? Oh yeah, this is where I got the base burn info. We got everything on ZenPub. That's why I'm like, yo, wouldn't Yosef like take it down before like it got too bad or too further into the future, right? Like, am I tripping? But nah, Avalanche. Yo, Avalanche is looking crazy right now. I don't know if you've looked at it in a while, but AZen, bruh, because it's so, that's what I mean. There's behaviors that are being built in right now. No one's even paying attention to that shit. And it's all on the chart. You would almost think the distribution is like the most, like every chain has a unique distribution based on the way that the chain operates. Hello. I can't be the only one that understands this shit, right? Like, y'all know how this shit work, right? Right? This is literally the meme right now, bro. Like, y'all know how this shit work, right? God damn. But look at AZen. So I've been looking at these G ranks, because like, yeah, some of them look funny now because we're like further into the world. So you really get to see like this right here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is what I want to see in ETH. I want to see a fucking of the G rank. Now, why did this happen here? If you remember back when AZen came out, a lot of people faded it in the beginning, and then we all jumped in because it was just like it filled the portfolio of what a Zen should be. A chain that makes it hard to get the Zen. Distribution's hard to get because the chain is hard. Right. But then again, AZen is attached to Avalanche, and there's a lot more political things that go into why the chain is hard and it's not as open source as most would think, right? So I think that is why we have seen a taper off in the G rank, and it hasn't had another explosive moment where you have a ton of people coming after each other, right? We have not seen that anywhere else, really. We haven't seen this at all. This is the next step in Zen on all charts. We want to see the G rank skyrocket. Many new users, many returning users, all understanding how the motherfucker works, and we get another gigantic pump like this. But this is the part that's got me tripping over here. So XEN's been printing because people are still making it, but because, in my opinion, the G rank has tapered, we're now seeing here on this chart, we're seeing the liquid supply, the daily liquid supply start to be impacted while people stake. So you get to see the real supply, bro. I'm like, yo, you could see it here. Like, this thing is coming. It's getting ready to fall over for some reason. Pretty bullish, right? But again, at any moment in time, somebody could come and just like generate a bunch of Zen. So that's part of the game as well. Like betting on all this data to assume that someone's not just going to show up and just print a bunch of Zen, or someone had a bunch of G ranks and they're going to print them, or, you know, again, like the chain is dead and no one's going over there to burn the coins just because, right? That's like that's again why we like CB Zen and OP Zen. It has that just because environment. You know, every other Zen has politics is built into the fucking G rank, because why do I want to make more Zen here if I can't push any buttons on Avalanche? You know, same with like Eve Moss. And that's why Eve Moss, their fucking total supply looks crazy. Look how much total supply came back into existence from the staking world when Eve Moss was deleted. Like, it almost got deleted. And then everybody came back and staked again. Like, this right here is proof. That's proof, Brody. That's proof right there. Like, maybe some of these chains aren't the ones, because like, you want to see the community join together. You don't want to see them quit all at the same time, then come back. You don't even know if that's all them. That could be one person right there twice. It's again why I like CB Zen. And then, you know, a good one, everybody's on this ETH PAL thing. ETH PAL is fucking it up. They just got the same thing going on. Something massive happened where somebody must have just started staking it. Because that's what happens. It's about the burn. It's about the stake. The more people stake, the bigger or the faster we get to disinflationary factors, because the power moves to the staking class where we have the inflation, right? Inflation is made from staking. And the staking model of Zen is actually a fucking troll against the monetary system. Hello? Don't you understand this shit? Like, even today, like Jeremy Powell, whatever that motherfucker's name is, he's talking about, we're almost back to 2%. We're going to get back to 2%. I'm like, bro, in Zen world, this shit ticks down to 2% and it never moves. Ever again. After 2026, it's 2% inflation forever with no AMP. And the only way to inflate Zen is to pump more fucking capital behind your mints, which could or could not be smart. You know, like, it's crazy. What the fuck is going on? Do people know how this shit work? Do people know how this shit work? I tried max minting a while back. Oh yeah, so like, that's what I mean on CB Zen. They adjusted the chain. All my mints on CB Zen now are 100, because I can't mint anymore past 100 VMUs. They must have done something to restrict the contract or something. Yeah, whenever you do 145, it times out. But it's whatever. That means that's great though, because that means it's less inflation. If everybody has to do 100 because like that's the only way to make it go through, that's less inflation now. So the only, yeah, it's like if you locked in a bunch of mints at 145, like, you're lit. Like, you got inflation. Like, do the right things. You know, don't go and, I mean, do whatever you want to do. Because again, this isn't any sorts of financial advice. I'm just a guy who likes Zen. But yeah, do whatever you want to do with it, and just know that if you got AMP and you got an excessive amount of VMUs, you got Riz, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fucking pop a bottle. Why do people want to act like this is not happening? Like, there's so many people out there that are acting like this isn't happening. I'm hoping I can get a response right now from bro. He might not respond back. Yeah, we might be on two different sides of the world. That could be it. Shout outs Dank for the repost. I appreciate it, my G. If you're here and you fuck with this, please hit the like button. I serve complex game theory because it's all a game. That's why I can't believe people are using Zen to just make more of it. I mean, that's a really good mentality because you believe in it. But like, that's why I'm at where the whole like mining part is in. Like, it's really not designed for that game theory. Like, that game theory is a way to exhaust users, telling them to continue to mine. That's why I say, fine, seize opportunity in minting. And you can seize opportunity just by seeing where the G rank is. Now, I cannot tell you that Avalanche is going to perform well, right? Because it has a good G rank. That Moonbeam is going to perform well because it has a good G rank, right? I can't direct you in that theory because that is, again, a little out of my motherfucking political vision, because Ethereum is king. So everything else is fucking fiend in a sense, it's all fiending for attention, and the G ranks express it. And then the holders let you know what's going on. Like, that's why I love everybody over on Pulse Chain. No, it's love, from Moses to you, it's love over here. But you need to get your users to stake so I can come through. But if I don't see people staking, then I know I'm outdated. And it's better for me to either buy it and not put too many, it's just you buy it because one day everyone is going to burn it all and stakers will rule because they're going to burn all the liquid supply, right? But I would say, as someone who has a lot of XEN, why not build a solid quorum of Zenians on the chain so you can protect the integrity of the supply as the G rank, it gets harder to make, right? Because the amp is going down. So you get more G rank, which means less coins for the new people, right? They need more capital for more coins. This is ridiculous. And yeah, that's the same thing on all the chains. So if you believe in Pulse Chain, I don't know what your theory is. Again, like, I like CBZen because it's connected to Ethereum. So it lives in between the narrative of what is happening with ETH. It also lives in between the narrative of what's happening with Base. So like, if Base is turned up, CBZen has the opportunity to get a shout out because it's decentralized, right? It's on a centralized network, but CBZen in its own distribution model, probably one of the most decentralized that you'll ever find, right? Based on gas. And that's why too, I like Base because gas is free. I already had said this once upon a time ago too in one of the streams where I said, yo, I wouldn't be surprised if we're all minting the same amount of coins and we don't even know it. Everybody's just got different timelines. Some are minting the coins in 30 days. Some are minting the same amount of coins in 90 days. Some are minting the same amount of coins in 300 days. Like, yo, what the fuck? This is a mind fuck. Like, if you really pull it, into spectrum based analyzation, it's like those that mined in the very beginning, they have the same amount of coins as those of now because the prices are so low. Gas is so low. Like, I don't know how I need to, write it any further. It's kind of insane. I get it though. There's no speculation. It's just all love. So, that's just boring. Like, ain't nobody trying to love anything in crypto. Like, everybody's just trying to flip it and, rip it. And that's just the way it is. And Zen just happens to be the closest thing I think we're going to get to Bitcoin. And especially with me and my journey going into the future. Like, why in the fuck would I fuck with anything that's not using the physics of the chain to create itself? Like, everything else is not doing the work. Everything else is going to be put in front of my face. Put in front of my face. Like a fucking billboard. But Zen has organically built a billboard. Organically built a community. Organically built a blockchain that's probably going to be one of the best in the world. Until something else comes out, which I do believe would happen in the future. I'm not saying X1 is the end game. I've already seen multiple ways to make better And I've even asked Jack already some questions where he even said, hey, maybe somebody else will do that. Those are the ones that fuck my head up. When you ask Jack Levin a question and he's like, yo, that's a good idea. Maybe someone else should do that. Right? It helps you understand like where they're going. What's really the blueprint. Like I've been saying, we're in blueprint mode. Sometimes it's not all about the newest features. You know, it's not all about all that extra shit. It's just about making the chain the best it can be for the moment in time in which it's released. Right? Because you can only encapsulate that part of a chain release. After it's out, it's out. You know, look at Zen. Like after it's out, it's out. If it wasn't for the attention, like I call it, it's a fidget spinner. If it wasn't for the attention of disinflationary monitoring, right? Like I need to monitor this disinflationary feature. I would tune out Zen. Same with like XNM, right? Like I'm mining XNM nonstop because I need to keep my, you know, my attention on this theory here because I want to have a good position, right? And time is working against me because every day is a new day. And yeah, you know, and time just keeps going. So yeah, there's a lot of good going on in Zen. And I can understand even like I can spin the whole total supply narrative as well because that just is Costco to me. So smaller people shouldn't fear it, and bigger whales shouldn't promote it as if they've got some hack. Like you're not hacking it anything. You just happen to catch on early. Like yo, I'm beating the G rank, right? And you have to continue to beat the G rank. So then that's why for me, I just don't understand the disconnect of there's some sort of end. Like, oh, I mint and I sell and I do it again. For me, like that's just like the most simple way to use Zen. And, you know, it feels like that's not, you know what I mean? Like if you're really looking through the forest for something that's going to stand out, the unicorn, like why would you choose the most simple thing to look at? Like that's not it. Like that's just logic that everything that's supposed to be hard to guess is off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of why, again, I don't know how the loop continues with this idea that I mint Zen and I sell it for profit. Like there's so much shit we're going to be doing with it. The X1 chain is going to be so epic, you know, but I can get it that somebody will say I'm inflating this and I'm selling it right into this. I have no intentions to go into this. You know, like, so I'm cool with that. You know, you're going to make a total supply. You're going to put that shit in liquid and I'm going to buy it for low and put it in the staked and tell everybody else, yo, this might be the best way to hedge 4 to 5 years of Zen because today's characteristics don't comprehend that the stake supply is being burned and I can control that. You can control that. No one can stop you from getting, and that's what's the best part right now. Like, all these coins are so fucking cheap, bro. You could drop $1,000 in the CBZen and all of a sudden it's like an all of a sudden thing, you know? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Don't take this. Don't do anything. What the fuck? Don't do anything. I'm just saying from my analyzation, I'm so tempted to do it. I'm just waiting for the fucking move, but nobody's moving. And I think maybe that's some quantum shit, you know? I'm just speaking to you through this microphone into this. I'm a normal motherfucker. Okay, so I'm just trying to, you know, thinking in third person right now. But I think this is the quantum shit, you know? You're like really looking at it and it's like, yo, I'm going to drop a bag in. And then it dumps. You know, and then you got to drop a bag again. And now that's what I mean. Like I think we're in this moment where a lot of people feel the way I feel. Like they're ready to just start pulling triggers on Zen because it's like, yo, fuck the way everyone's thinking about this thing being just a coin you mint and sell, right? Like this is not that. This is obviously legacy because there's a story here and people miss out, and every day you get to join. Every fucking day you get to join Zen, and you might catch it when the G rank is down and it's not like inflating like by 100,000. Like actually we could use that with Zenmon. I talked to Steven, thanks for talking to me, bro. I'll be picking your brain and giving you suggestions and shit. But it's all for the good. You're the dude. Literally, dude. Buy this man a coffee. Same with Tree City West and Joseph, bro. They've been holding the digital skeleton together for Zen so people like myself can research every day and see live changes like this. There's not many, communities that have had this type of data. That's why, again, I can understand where people are coming from, but like we have actual data now to see the offsetting of what is in disinflationary features, and like these things might be here now and they could be gone tomorrow because we're in a hyperinflationary state. So what we see today could just be a break into the future. And then, we're waiting for X1 chain. We're waiting for more catalyst development. And that's all positive. I think that's all positive. I don't think just thinking that this thing is going up and that's the only vision. I need to mint more. I'm going to keep drilling that shit home because that's how everybody's thinking. Like, I don't think that that's the end game, but I get it. Right? I'm not minting base right now so I can be a fucking whale. I'm minting base right now because I don't want to buy that shit. I'm noticing that minting it right now is cheaper than buying it. So why wouldn't I just mint it and burn some Zen so I get XN on the other side? And then I get all my mints later on and I just stake it with what I bought today at the lows. Doot. Right there. Womp, alley-oop. It's going to be so easy. Right? Like, I just don't understand why anybody else doesn't see that. It's like, yeah, thank you for minting the coins for me. Like, thank God. Like, I didn't want to, on the other chains, like base is where I got it really understood because I was trying to analyze the G rank to try to figure out how to get ahead. Like, I was really trying to figure it out. That's why it's like, yo, you can't, bro. It's like, yo, when you factor in cheap gas, you can't. And then that's why I can now understand Zen ETH actually is a super diamond in the rough because the G rank on this thing is hella hard to push because Ethereum itself is so ambiguous. Like, in the middle of the night, it's under 1 Gwei now. And then in the middle of the day, it's at 4. Right? And we are blockchain analysts, so we watch Gwei. But the average user doesn't. So, and again, Zen hasn't broken through to people who aren't, with a magnifying glass looking at gas. Like, that's later on when you learn about crypto, bro, and you learn about the strategy of how you should do this so you can be frugal about this motherfucker. Right? But in Zen ETH, when you apply all that stuff, it makes you wonder why isn't everybody staking? Like, why is everyone not staking? I know why I'm not staking. And that's kind of why I'm thinking everybody else is doing the same shit I'm doing. So I want to see the price go down because no one is staking because they're all waiting to burn. So they're sitting on liquid, and if Zen were to doop, motherfuckers would sell. Quick. With the quickness. The whole market. Right? Our Bitcoin is ETH to Zen. So I can have all this hopium and whatnot, and that's kind of why, again, it's fun to see side chains with this notion that people are staking and saying it's all good. I'll keep my inflation, right? Instead of a world like I'm saying right now, ETH Zen, where if we look at it, I don't have it up here. Damn, I got A Zen twice. I was probably looking at it right here. But when we look at ETH Zen, we kind of want to see it take on this notion, and that's when we'll really know as Zenians that, like, hey, maybe the tides are turning. But until then, I don't think so. Like, until then, I think honestly, there's way more people who do believe the opposite of how I view this space. So I'm not like leaning on any sorts of hopium that they're gonna prop this bitch up. Like, I'm still sold on 7 zeros and a 1, 7 zeros and a 2. And if we don't get it, fuck it, whatever. But if we could, I totally would understand because, again, there's so many people holding liquids in. They don't believe that it's valuable to stake it, right? But they obviously see an integrity in the Zen because the G rank is only 23 million. One would say, hey, maybe that integrity is because it's hard to make Zen. And then I would say, awesome, you just told us another feature of disinflationary factors. Right? But I'm going to also like to use this term that people actually respect Ethereum. They respect it so much they don't want to turn their ETH into Zen. They might just want to buy it. Right? Or I shouldn't say it like that. They don't want to turn their ETH into a smart contract and get Zen later. They might just want to get it today. So that's keeping the G rank down, which is amazing for disinflationary factors because there's not new XEN coming into existence. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's only people buying that shit off the market. Thank you, minters, for minting this shit because I don't want to buy this shit, right? And then you have bigger chains. I hope you guys are starting to comprehend this shit. You got bigger chains because the gas is so cheap, right? The chain is big because of the G rank is the expression of large in XEN. So yes, Phantom got a big ass G rank, and there was only 45 VMUs per fucking G rank or per like xeNFT. So like the expression on this is ridiculous. Like people went over there and just burned a bunch of Phantom for XEN. So now they need to burn a bunch of Phantom XEN, right? But then when you go and look at Phantom XEN, where's that shit at? I was just looking at it. Yeah, see this XEN. See, it's like going up hard right now because yeah, everyone's still minting and holding it, and some are staking it. But look at Phantom, the biggest G rank of them all. Right, I don't have it up there. No, I'm sorry, chat. I just been chatting hard because it's Friday, and I need people to understand this shit. What are you guys saying? You are a XENblocks. What the fuck? I get everything you say, but I gotta go to architect it. I fail miserably. Nah, bro, you got this shit. Jack just said Prime Miner is almost ready for prime time. Shoutouts Neon, Dillion, Prime Time, Settler 21. What the fuck? That's fire. They're gonna put it on Solana. That's great. I'm gonna be there. I've been testing this shit out. Look at my counter already ended. Gotta start again. Let's see if we can get 1x Sol while streaming. 1x Sol an hour. That'd be kind of fire. Yo, what's up, Josh? What it do? XEN is the credible. What do you think, bro? Wait, what is that? What the fuck? What's up, Willis? I don't know what that word is though. You've been mining CBXEN, Josh. That's dope. 1,000 CBXEN on Uniswap pushes the price up 21%. Exactly. What up, ENJ Dub? That's why I would never buy it. You know, we are at the mercy of this fucking distribution. Like, if you really know what's going on, you do not buy against the wave because that just antagonizes people to come and sell on your head. And that's the same thing here. But at the same time, that's like that marker maker shit, right? Like the real market makers would actually come in and push it against you. You're seeing it happen right now in live time if you're following DXN. So I'm online. I'm glad I got a little bit, you know. I got a few. I'm not staking them because the stakes are trash, and that's the problem again with DXN. So I'm hoping I get my true dip of 50 cents. Like, I wanted to hang out down there, but right now we're seeing this pump happen. I'm like, oh, okay. We're licking it. It's looking good. All right. You know, let's see what happens. Because again, only reason I talk shit about DXN because it's all we have. Like, I really wish there was another one. I wish there was something else that existed so we didn't have to just point all this energy to this one thing. You know, it's like we can make anything, and there will be, you know, there's hella Starbucks, bro. There's hella coffee shops. It's not like it's just one thing. And that's what's wrong with XEN right now. We don't have multiple emission dApps where there's multiple reasons to burn your XEN. There's just one or two things. And there might be a reason for that. I think there's a reason for that, which is we're still very early. So looking at DXN, knowing that this is all we got, you know, I've been looking at it and I'm like, fuck, this is all I got, bro. And I seen the pump happen a couple days ago from this count right here. And then, like, what was funny was I was like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, this motherfucker pumping this shit is going up. You know, people selling it down and shit. But that was a signal for me personally. I was like, oh, okay, this is how it happens. Like I was saying, like, it just like in XEN, like you would assume that people would just start coming in and buying it, right? But that's not what's going to happen. People are going to DCA into it over time, like we've been doing. But then there's going to be probably a moment in time where you see it aggressive. And that's when everyone's like, holy shit, this thing is moving, right? But that's a teeter-totter experience realistically in a decentralized, fair environment, because again, you need to inject more than the community. Because if not, they're just going to sell on your head. Just like this, just like this wallet. This wallet imported a great amount of ETH into this. And then the funniest part too is when all the XEN bros were like, it's Binance. I was like, man, you guys, I hope you guys aren't really this naive and you're just having fun with it. But essentially this account was it's like a Binance address, so you could just like use Binance and send ETH directly to smart contracts. That's classic. That's the classic way of hiding yourself. Go to a centralized exchange, send the ETH directly from the smart contract, or from the exchange directly into the smart contract. So when I saw this, I was like, oh man, I thought DXN was about to moon, but I still think it's gonna do something. But because, you know, at least I know a player just entered the arena. You know what I mean? Like they just, this right here, this is like some WWE shit when you like walk in, you got sparklers in your intro and everybody got signs up for you. Whoever just did this is one of those motherfuckers. So more of them probably gonna show up because DXN has something to prove. It had like a lot of the people in this camp have something to prove. I don't know what they need to prove. It's worked. You know, I still think the spirit of DXN is too chaotic. And that's kind of why, again, it's just not as successful as it could be because the spirit is fucked. Everybody is coming at it with this greed mentality. When I first looked at DXN, personally, this is my personal take on it. I looked at it as like a legal hourglass and that like it was like an ability to bring the hourglass, like proof of weak hands contract into a more civilized use case. But essentially it didn't do that. Like it went completely corrupt by the time we got to this top. That's why, again, I still don't understand how we did it so perfectly. How they released DXN March 22nd, right? The chaos day, 322. And then we get the all-time high right when P.o.P fucking comes out. 420 April. Shit is crazy. I still can't believe this one. This one is forever with me. And that's why, again, I'm gonna say it how it is because it's forever with me. We haven't gotten back to those levels because the community sucks. It's like, damn, why do we only have one DXN? Like, this isn't it. Like, I get it though. Like, we can keep building with it. It's a building block. It's hand in hand with Zen. But that's the chaos or the corrupted soul in this is that it started with greed and it never returned. And for it to return, it really needs a reason. And is everybody really gonna get behind that shit? For real. Like, these fools are in my comments trying to tell me that like the Joseph site is incorrect. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me anymore. I think there's like a chip on their shoulder type vibe. and that's why I'm holding DXN, because that's bullish, bro. And if they really got a chip on their shoulder because they feel like they gotta bang out now because X1 chain is gonna be tight and like, you know, there's no extra allocation, there's no extra whatever the fuck. I think, you know, again, I'm here for it. It's a great story. Maybe somebody really does revive it and it doesn't, you know, and they save it or something. Like, I don't know. I'm holding this token just because I know for a fact motherfuckers are probably gonna pump it to $11. And why the fuck would I miss out on that? I just gotta hold it. I can burn some Zen for it if I really wanted to, you know. It's a cool little thing. But yeah, they selling on themselves. This shit sucks, man. It sucks when you're trying to get, this is why I like Zen so much, because we don't have to worry about a finite supply of users selling to make profit or to save themselves because they need to pay rent. Like, none of that shit matters. Like in Zen, you could basically inflate your rent if you really wanted to. But like these DXN, again, like I think DXN might come back in the fashion of the prime miner. This might be the most fair way to do the hourglass, in my opinion. And looking at like Tree City West, he came up with a good idea, and if he rolls it out, that would be awesome. Where you burn Zen and ETH, and you get points, and then you get yield. So then, like, it's like you get to burn your Zen, you get the points, and then you can start mining, and then you win your points back, and then the yield pool is full of Ethereum or whatever XYZ native is. So I'm go for a new DXN. Not to say DXN is a bad product, but it's just like I was saying, it's been over a year, just like Zen, and there's still just, again, it feels like animosity of, like, or jealousy. It's like, what the fuck? Why is there so much jealousy? You guys ever heard that song by Fredo Santana, R.I.P., and Kendrick Lamar, Jealousy? These niggas hating on me. What's that shit? All the lyrics go. I'll spell that shit out loud. Fredo. I bet Raz would create something that burns DXN if he does. I think Raz is doing it too. But yeah, this song right here, Jealousy. I need the lyrics though. I need the lyrics though. Yeah, if you never heard this song, you should go listen to it. I thought everyone was staking. I'm definitely staking. You can unstake without penalties unless it's a xeNFT stake. Yeah, no, the xeNFT stake though is what's building the liquidity, or like the staking, because like now people really can't exit. Yeah, these niggas changed. They got jealous on me, trying to rob me. I got a felon on me. I can't leave this country because I'm a felon, homie. I don't trust these niggas. They be telling on me. I don't trust these bitches. They be plotting on me. Everybody ain't real. You gotta watch, homie. Niggas say they real, but they acting funny. These niggas changed and got jealous on me. Let's go. RIP Fredo. That's facts though, man. I don't know why they got so jealous, bro. I'm still trying to figure it out. But yeah, this shit gonna pump. It's the vibe. I wish everything else would pump too, but that's what I mean. Like the DXN community isn't spread out like the Zen community, so people are just gonna follow the pumps. So like maybe you can market make some shit. Is where I'm at with it. If you want to, I ain't doing nothing. I'm just kicking it, being a participant, and hoping to God that we fucking get a dip right now. If somebody were to start buying Zen again, if someone starts buying Zen, bro, it's open game. But do you have enough? Do you have enough? And if you're a DCAer, have you been DCAing every day? Regardless to what everyone's saying, staying true to your plan. I know a few of them are out there, no fucks given, and they're okay with this being the bounce right here. Me personally, again, I have these two real capitulation lines. We might never get to them, but if we could really get down here again, this is I haven't actually done the math again. This is when life was like, waves at 3, so it could be lower than this. You get what I'm saying? But the thing is, it's like, this is where I'm at with it. Once you get on the daily train of Zen and you understand that every day there's a new action that can affect the total supply, once you comprehend that, in my opinion, you really can see how we can program the future today, right? We can speculate on 8 years today. Like, no one has to say like we gotta wait 8 years. That's just like a notion that everybody probably jumped on because it's the simplest way to think, right? But if there was like a group of people saying nah, we're gonna price 8 years in today because time is at an essence, and we can really gamble on this because if we put all the numbers together, it shows how much money has to be injected. That's what I have it already, but I just haven't shown other people yet because it doesn't matter, right? That's why I'm just articulating supply and G rank. That's what matters. You put those two things together and you see again an emission DApp that can provide an excess amount of deletion or burn of Zen coins, and you can kind of see how like people might want to do a futures call in the name of Zen. Right? It just comes on the DEX because it comes in the form of minting too, because you could just mint your future. Like another idea here that no one's really thinking about is like, what happens when all of the people who are holding stay holding, and then that billion is yours and that's all you can sell. And then like selling a billion, it's like been priced in. Now billions are back to like $1,000, right? $1,000 billion is simply up here in the fives. Right now, 1 billion is like a little under $100. It's like $83, right? So you add 1 0 and it goes back to 800, right? You add 2 zeros and we're back above $1,000 for a billion, and that's 5 zeros, right? So it's crazy how you could essentially do that, because then people would sell, but it wouldn't matter because you have these new people saying, fuck it, we pumped this bitch, so they sold on purpose so we can buy the coins cheaper and stake them and never have to mint, because nobody has any intentions of pumping the G rank, right? There's so many options on this shit. It's crazy. And I'm just giving away all the alpha because I'm on the positive side of Zen, right? Positive side, in my opinion, is, again, building this narrative that our disinflationary features will be seen from many different angles. Sometimes they won't be there if people aren't mining and providing the actions, which I don't know how long we last. I don't know when the engine kickstarts and everybody just keeps going. Like, I don't know. They still mining Bitcoins. Like, well, who's to say people won't start forever mining Zen, you know? But yeah, that's what I gotta say. 2020, the 2012 playlist vibes. Hey, that's a fact, bro. That song goes so hard. It's so right now too, bro. Don't trust these bitches. Oh yeah, Kendrick Lamar is on this too. Like, what the fuck? This song is goated. Look how long Kendrick's verse is though. He actually saying some shit. Fredo ain't saying nothing. He's just being a real rapper. R.I.P. Coming up, gotta watch who you hanging with. I'm the one with the same niggas I came with. On the block with some niggas that I bang with. If you ain't talking money, I don't talk your language. Ooh. I came from the very, very bottom, and now I'm getting money, and I'm seeing stardom. Hey, my niggas savages. Don't start them. We up with them guns. It's a fucking problem. Hey, this is a karaoke song right here. Like, if you really want to show your friends you can rap, throw this shit on and learn all these fucking lyrics. This shit is hard. I got bricks and I feel like El Chapo. Fredo, I'm the king of Chicago. I got 30s and I flip it with the hollows. Bro, I miss when rap was like this. This shit is too strategic now. Like, rap music, like, it's way too strategic. I can't even vibe with it because I'm not programmed for strategy, nigga. I'm programmed to create strategy, not be in the strategy. Zendex. Oh, the Zendex is coming. I'm for sure of that. You are the Obi-Wan Kenobi of Zen. Pretty much. Shout out to El Chapo. That's cool with me. I don't choose Eve Moss. I've got an unexpected 3K maybe in the next future on a sidechain. Okay. Nah, yeah, I mean, that's what I mean though. The sidechains they've given us a look into the inside of, or the future. So now it's really just based on how you want to approach it. I think approaching the game again, to me, with this mentality of like, yo, we're here, we're not going anywhere, you know, that we're all here to work together, and we're not necessarily fractionalized. I mean, we are fragmented, but we're not fractionalized. Someone can make an index based on Zen. Like, because all the coins are already hard coded in, you know? So you could essentially index all of them together and give them a home somewhere. But that's why this is so basic. These layers are so basic. Trying to put so much philosophy on a Zen coin is kind of like OD. Like, theoretically, like, all of them are going to perform high. So just pick your favorite chain and just like let it do its thing. And if you got Matic, be on Matic. Like, I wish I had more Matic. Someone send me some Matic so that I can fucking Zen it out. But I'm just not buying Polygon. Right? I'm not just buying fucking BNB. So I think we see that in them. And again, Pulse Chain doesn't really give us a good analyzation because, again, the market makers is a bot, so it's kind of inflated on the trading. I wish we could subtract that some way somehow to really see what the transaction is like over there. But yeah, man, shit's going up. With that being said, I'm almost pulling up on an hour. It's Friday. You should probably go and attend to other things. Don't listen to me talk about Zen all day. But yeah, man. Wash your toes. I'm just kidding. Stop. Or I don't know. How do I close this out? People gotta really look at Zen as a functional crypto. There's a lot of people out there right now that keep looking at Zen like it's dysfunctional, but there's so much organization. Like, it's strategic, and you can see the strategy. It's just not out in the open air because not everybody needs to know. You know, it's something that if you know, you know, and if you don't know, maybe you can learn about it and enlighten or increase your awareness of what's happening around you. But I get it. I totally get it. Of the classic narrative of what Zen was, in my opinion. It's a hyperinflationary coin that's going to do it for 8 years. Right? We all know this. But again, 3 emission dApps mixed with an X1 chain, which is on the way. Don't be surprised to see that disinflationary feature appear faster than expected due to popularity and user growth. That, in my opinion, is the most important thing to pay attention to on every single chain. And then you can bet from there what chain you think is going to do the best. And I mean, they've already set you up to let you know, like, yo, 80% of everything is going to go through ETH anyway. So why even be on a side chain? Right? But we know you could be the ruler of a side chain. Don't hate that part. You could be number one on the side chain if no one's there, and you can get all the XN for that chain. Or you can join like CBZen. I know I'm not going to get all the XN, you know, but at least I have a good amount of Zen to go back and forth with others on the chain as we burn and create new inflation and try to balance our own books as, you know, I mean, I already have some metrics that I've been building tables for so that I can, like, maybe one day when everything is real, I really do attach something to the G rank and try this theory out where it's like, can we make an autonomous agent on top of the G rank? Something that's just been boiling in my mind. And like, is that really going to be possible? Like, on all the Zens, like, can we make a prediction for the next 8 years or the next 6 years using a G rank? You know, it's just like monitoring it. It takes some second to get some data, but maybe by like the 2 years of it being live, like, there's actually something there to see into the future and really put a hot bet on something way more degen than we ever imagined. But yeah, man, I'm about to deuces. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs for being here. I have some secret sidechain info I'm willing to share with Crypto Bruh. What else you got, bro? I've pretty much dissected the shit out of Zen. Any new news about Zen, I'm trying to hear it, because I think it's so simple that there's no such thing as a secret anymore. Like, what secret could you possibly have? Like, what math do you have that I don't have? Like, I've mathed the shit out of the G rank. One night I was like up until like 4 a.m. and all I was doing was mathing G rank with GPT. I have my receipts. I'm not gonna share my receipts. Fuck you guys. But yeah, I have my receipts for the future to be like, yo, I put work into this G rank. Look at these GPT conversations to really try to understand, like, why is this so fair? Why is the log 2 so fair in Zen? And then you learn. Gotta go. Peace.